Hello, this is Matt with CampFridge.com. Basically what I want to do is give you a short tutorial about if you get a cooling unit in the mail, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, mail order, one of the big things you want to do right when you get it is do a bench test on it and make sure that the cooling unit is running properly before you install it. That way, if it's a 30-day period where they'll pay shipping both ways, you can take it back to them, have them swap it out, or ship it back, have them swap it out, and send you a new one. Okay, and you also know it's not the fridge, it's not your installation. It's a real simple thing to do. Okay, this one is one that I actually rebuilt 6 months ago. The gentleman was a do-it-yourselfer. He had it in a Lance camper. He completely tore apart the refrigerator. It was an automatic 3601 with the big old board in the back. Completely tore it apart to get it out to bring it over to me. He brought it in here. It was a basket case. Basically, I'm going to show you on a later video how to pull a refrigerator out of a Lance camper without causing a lot of damage. But let's get back to this. So what you're going to want to do is you can run plastic across here if you want, put a blanket. You can go and use foam backing like I did. And what I did was I've got a fluke here at the very bottom, the warmest part. Right now it's 9.9. Okay, that's in the fridge section on the lower bar. Okay, this isn't as accurate. I actually got this from Radio Shack for $15. This is an indoor-outdoor thermometer, and it has a little sensor here that I actually put on the freezer bars on top. It's a lot colder than this, but this is good enough. I'm just doing this to show you. Usually I would not put anything up here. I would always put it down here, because if this is getting warm, or I'm sorry, if this is getting cold, you darn well know this is super cold. So let's pull these off and I'll show you both of these, okay? This is right here. I just took foil tape and put it up here. This is the little Radio Shack one. Now let's take off for the Fluke one, which is a heck of a lot more sensitive. Okay, and that just dropped off. And remember, this has been in a fridge before. Now right here, all I did was took a piece of wire and poked a really small hole, rubbing onto the evaporator so it would touch, put a little thermostat there, and here you go. That's all it is. It took a little wire down here. But basically, if you do this, and you know that this one got 9, some of them, depends on the heat of the day, the ambient temperature, but some of these will, they'll get down 13, 10, 9, 5, depending on how cold it is or how good your rebuilder is. If this area here is like 25 degrees or something, when you've got this sealed really well or insulated really well, there's probably an issue. Okay, I wouldn't sound alarms and stuff. First of all, check to make sure you have an air seal. Maybe try it again another day, the next day, and then call them and ask them. What do they usually get when they bench test their units? That way, you know what? You get it in your fridge, you already know that it's working without all that extra work of having to pull it out and ship it back. Okay, that's it for now. This is Matt with CampFridge.com. Happy camping, campers. Okay, one more thing I wanted to add before I closed up this video was I didn't mention how to hook up your heating element wires. Once obviously you get it, you're going to have to switch your insulation on the boiler and the sheathing, and also just cut an extension cord and wire it in. That's if you have an AC 120 only, usually. The DC ones, they have a big fat wire going out through the middle on these Dometics, and a side terminal for a ground wire. But anyway, just pack it like the one you took off. As a side note, there was nothing wrong with this unit. He could never get the darn thing running right, so he brought it back that was a 3601 in the Lance camper, and I'm actually exchanging it for a 2601, a mechanical. That's why the unit's back here. So the one good thing out of it is the video that I'm going to post that shows the 2601 going into a Lance camper, so you can properly know how to properly pull them in and out. Just in case you want to buy a new fridge or something. He took way too much off, and it made it so it just wasn't worth fixing. You know, that's the one dilemma about do-it-yourselfers. There's just not enough tutorial videos out there to show you how to do it right. You know, they want to sell you a unit, but the support afterwards is where you have a problem trying to fix that. Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye.